And germs, welcome to Dilettante. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
On Dilettante, we go on Wikipedia.
We learn about the states.
And we talk about them.
Yeah, we do.
And we are rapidly approaching the end.
Yeah.
Of the states, not the podcast. Don't worry. We know we have 3 states left.
Right.
We know one of them is Alaska and one of them is Hawaii.
So what's the mystery state? What piece of crap state have we not talked about yet? I can't think of one. Watch it be like Rhode Island or something like.
Oh, just some
totally
like,
over like. I don't even know what it could be.
Well, let's like work west in. So California, Washington, Oregon.
Yep.
We got those already.
It's pointless to do this because the listener can't play along with us because they already know the answer. So it would just be like torture for them to sit here and listen to us talk for 5 minutes. Like, oh, that's only 49. What was the 50th? Like, can you name all the dwarves? Oh, how many reindeer are there? It's like, this is awful.
How come? I mean, I know Rudolph was added later, but you think we could just start saying 9, right? Or
yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, he's the Tommy, the Green Ranger.
Oh,
you know what I mean? It's like how many Rangers are there? 5. Well, plus Tommy.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, that's why they did it.
Damn, dude.
The Hans Christian Andersen guy.
The coolest is when Rudolph gets his new sword and the new nose. I don't know. Because he's also the White Ranger.
Yeah, right.
And he was cool because he always had like an extra shield.
Yeah, he did. He had it was
like special.
Right.
I bet Jason was like jealous.
Oh yeah,
right,
for sure.
Like that sucks.
Yeah, I mean Tommy was like the better Jason.
Yeah, longer hair.
Yeah, dreamier. He was more 90210.
Yeah. Straight, like, he made a beeline from Beverly Hills to Angel Grove.
Yeah, right. After school, yeah.
Was Angel Grove in California? Had to be.
Yeah, it was, I think.
Want to hang out? No, I gotta go teach karate at the juice bar.
Is that what it was called, the juice bar?
I don't know. I mean, that felt like what it was, though. Just like a juice, like they taught karate and made smoothies.
Such a 90s thing. Karate and smoothies.
Yeah, I guess. For a second, I was like, you're right. And then...
like, what?
No. Smoothies, maybe. I feel like smoothies maybe got big in the late 90s.
Yeah, I thought probably. Man, I saw a Justin Bieber music video yesterday.
Yeah.
He's not in it at all, but it's just a bunch of, like, women, like, dancing.
Yeah.
And they're all dressed like they're from the 90s.
Yeah.
But it's so obvious that they don't know what the 90s are, which is now how I understand how people who grew up in the 80s must feel seeing the girls from our generation that were in sororities do like 80s party. Yeah. Like that's not what we looked like.
Over the weekend, we went out for a friend's party, and it was like at a bar, and it was 90s nights. They're playing like 90s music. Okay. And it was like, that was the craziest thing because I was like,
because no one there actually knew what they were talking about.
Well, I mean, the songs were all like 90s
that's easy.
songs. Well, yeah, nobody was dressed up or anything.
Okay.
But it was like, oh, I'm old enough now that
this is
it's like a...
Yeah, when you say 90s night, I'm like, what the hell are you talking about, 90s night?
Yeah.
It's like, well, that was like 25 years ago.
It's crazy. Because I can remember going places and it was like, 80s night, whoa,
right,
crazy.
For sure.
I don't remember this. I wasn't alive. And now it's like...
It's like 90s night.
No.
How about like this 2000s night? Like, what's going on?
That's gonna be
terrible.
Yeah, because in the 90s we were like kids.
Yeah.
But in the 2000s, like the early, those were
right.
truly our formative years.
Right.
Like,
well, like all the kids there dancing at that club will have been born after 9/11. Like, like what?
Like, oh, you know how like they'll have like TVs everywhere and it's like just like footage of like weird 80s 90s stuff.
Right.
Is it
gonna? I picture Max Headroom.
Max Headroom?
Yeah, like just, you don't know what I'm talking about? Max
No.
Headroom. We'll talk about that later. But it was this thing where it happened in Chicago where somebody in the 80s like hijacked the broadcast frequency on television for like 10 minutes or whatever, and there's like, we can find the YouTube video of it, and it's just this weird guy, and no one knows who did it to this day.
What?
Yeah. It's hard for me to explain how weird it was without just watching the video, so I won't, and we'll just post a link.
Pirate stuff like that is the fucking coolest.
Super cool. Yeah. I think they referenced him in Back to the Future 2.
Weird.
Yeah, like when they go to the like the Future Cafe. when they go to the Future Cafe, I think Max Headroom is one of the like TV personalities.
Oh, weird.
Who like is reading the menu off. It's like him and Reagan and like Michael Jackson are like the I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken.
That's so weird. I like to think of this as a pirate broadcast because you can listen to it anytime. You never know when you're gonna hear it.
Yeah, right. Well, you do. Yeah, Radio Free Chicago.
We should just start labeling it like This American Life.
What do you mean? Oh, like calling it that?
Yeah, like change our iTunes to This American Life.
That would be funny. We could do something like that. Just like make the I into like an exclamation point or something, so you don't realize.
Ooh, sneaky. Yeah. Would that help our numbers?
Probably not, because like no one would find it. You know what I mean? Like no one's.
Yeah, I guess if you're looking for This American Life, you know where the fuck to find it.
Yeah, you know how to type in.
You're not scrolling down to the 30th result. Do you remember when this is the last non-state thing I'll talk about? Do you remember when you could search for something on the internet and get to the end of the results?
No, I don't. I never did.
You weren't looking hard enough.
No, I wasn't. I knew I had 3 episodes I went to, and I went to them. CartoonNetwork.com. I don't know. That's a big one.
I was big on playing the Crunchlings game on the Captain Crunch website.
Yeah, I vaguely recall that.
All right, so we don't know the state. We don't care. It's going to be trash.
Deal.
Ding, 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 ding. Arizona.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I feel like we had done it already.
Yeah, well, they're awful, so.
February 14th, 1912. So a month after New Mexico and on Valentine's.
February 14th?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
The
most hateful state in the union got introduced on the...
I feel like there are lots of states giving them a run for their money now.
Now? Sure.
But
they've been on board with being racist from the get.
That's true.
Kick them out.
Arizona Territory was the old name. Kick who out? Arizona?
Sure. Whoa, their flag is not bad.
That's a pretty cool flag. Damn it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's a star, and then the background is bisected. The bottom half is just blue. The top half is red and yellow stripes, like a sun rays emanating from the goldeny.
Yeah, it's reminiscent of the Japanese flag from World War II.
Yeah. Awesome. Their seal. Oh man, great seal of the state of Arizona. It says Dilettante Deus, which
something God.
The state of God is my guess.
Oh, I bet that's probably exactly it.
It's got just a plowsman, but he's
chill. He's pulling double duty actually.
Yeah, he's got a pickaxe.
He's like leaning on a pickaxe while he's shoveling the dirt.
Shoveling very, very gingerly.
Yeah, he's testing the dirt.
And there's like a silhouetted cow or bison in the front. Like just he blends in with the mountains.
Yeah, I'm colorblind enough where I actually don't know what you're talking about.
And then they've got like the
sun,
Japanese empire sun like rising in the back. That's crazy.
Weird.
Yeah. Nicknames: the Grand Canyon State, obviously. The Copper State. Okay. Mottos: Dilettante Deus, God and Riches.
Okay, sure. Well.
State song: the Arizona March Song, and Arizona. Official language: English. Spoken languages: English 74.1, Spanish 19.5, Navajo 1.9, other 4.5.
Okay.
Not as good as New Mexico.
No.
New Mexico was aces, but capital.
Oh yeah, Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And largest city, largest metro, Phoenix metro area, ranked 6th, population 15th. Wow,
that's surprisingly.
You
know what? It's a pretty big retirement community area.
And I can think of like a couple cities, like Phoenix and Scottsdale.
Yep, sure.
So that's 2.
That's pretty good.
And Des Moines. Elevation, highest point, Humphreys Peak. Lowest point, Colorado River at the Sonora border.
Okay, sure. That's where they make all those good hot dogs. Those bacon wrapped Sonoran hot dog.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll put a video up.
I've got a lot to learn. Before statehood, Arizona Territory. Governor Doug Ducey.
Okay, that's a good name. Probably a dickhead.
Yeah, probably. Blah, 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 blah. U.S. Senators. John McCain.
Yep.
American hero.
I feel like he's actually not too bad.
He's not. And he just got crazy when he was trying to become... I mean, he's probably still crazy. But
crazy enough to like do that kind of shit, yeah.
Yeah, but when he was trying to win against Obama, he was bonkers. He was a maverick, though.
Yeah, I guess.
Uh,
He's like one of the few people that's fighting for like cable companies to provide a la carte like television channels.
Weird.
Yeah, like of all the people,
of all people and all things.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. But yeah, he's like, what are you doing? Why can't I just get ESPN and Comedy Central and that's it?
that's so
Smart
weird.
guy.
I feel like that's gonna be good for like a week. The idea is very good, but
Yeah,
it's gonna be like, oh well, Comedy Central's $45 a month. Like eventually.
It's well, it's like there used to be one telecommunications company. It was Ma Bell, and then they broke Ma Bell up because it was a monopoly, and all these companies got made, and now we're right back to having like two or three, and two of them are like we're trying to merge like this year, like it's just like it's happening again anyway. So like of course like.
You can't win.
Yeah.
So you just steal.
That
That's why the Beatles wrote that song. Michelle.
Sure. It's
Ma
all
Bell.
about pirating Game of Thrones.
Abbreviation AZ or ARIZ, which I've
Nope.
never seen.
Never.
That's stupid. Website az.gov. That's pretty awesome.
Pretty dope.
Got everything from A to Z.
Exactly.
Fuck, that's so cool.
Exactly.
That's got to be their like tourism motto, right? Gotta be.
It
Gotta
has to
be.
be.
Fuck, that's awesome. Arizona,
That's like
we will work for you. Like we hire us. We'll make it happen.
in Game of Thrones. There's this like all the families have like their motto. So like the Starks have winter is coming. You're probably familiar with that one. The Lannisters have like an official
I
one.
thought it was finals is coming.
Yeah, right.
Or whatever.
Brace yourself. The memes are coming. I want to kill myself. But the Lannisters family motto is like no one thinks like the motto is like "Hear us roar" or something, but everyone thinks it's the Lannisters always pay their debts. So Arizona, their official motto could be "We have everything from A to Z." It's just as cool, right?
It's awesome. Blah blah blah. State symbols. Amphibian. That's the first thing.
No.
Amphibian. Arizona tree frog.
Not
Pretty
a-
cool.
Made up.
I was big into frogs in like late elementary school.
That's about right for me too. Yeah.
I was real big into frogs. I don't know why, but I went through a frog phase.
Did you have like Peace Frog shirts?
Oh,
and-
gotta. And I remember we went to the Bronx Zoo,
Yeah.
like to visit. We went to New York to visit family. We went to the Bronx Zoo, and they had this shirt that had like tree frogs on it. And I was like, I have to get this shirt. I have to get this shirt. And I wore it, and I fucking loved it.
Why were frogs so cool?
I don't know. I don't get
I
it.
had a bunch of glow in the dark frogs.
Yeah.
Like, all in my room.
Oh, love to go into like those it's like Spencer Gifts, but for not sexy stuff and not rude stuff, but just like weird kitschy stores like that. And they always have a section in the back that has like a glow in the dark area.
Sure.
Or like Rainforest Cafe.
I was gonna
has,
say
like, a
Rainforest Cafe would
glow-in-the-dark
definitely
room.
have that kind of stuff.
There was a store at Point Orlando, which
Okay.
is like I think basically defunct now. There was an FAO Schwartz there.
I've been to that FAO Schwartz.
But there was a store just called Glow, and it was a whole store of just glow in the dark bullshit. And I used to love.
That sounds
going in
pretty
there.
cool.
Oh my god,
That's like the most niche thing of all time.
Oh my god, just black lights everywhere. Everything's glowing. It was amazing.
Sounds cool. It's probably a nightclub now. Nothing's changed.
Yeah,
They just like charge money.
charge to get
enter.
in,
Yeah.
and nothing's for sale. State bird, cactus wren.
Cool.
Yeah, butterfly, two-tailed swallowtail.
Oh dang.
Fish, Apache trout. Flower, saguaro cactus blossom.
Arizona's coming correct.
Yeah, mammal, ring-tailed cat. All right. I don't know what that means,
No.
but reptile, Arizona ridge-nosed rattlesnake.
Man.
Tree, Palo Verde. Inanimate insignia. Okay, so that was living insignia. These are
okay.
inanimate insignia. Colors, blue, old gold.
Old gold. My
Firearm.
favorite pretzels.
Firearm.
Fire. That's where we're at right now.
Colt single-action army revolver.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
It ain't the gun that won the West, but or is it the gun that won the West?
I don't know.
Is that the Colt Peacemaker? Is that the same gun? That's probably not the same gun.
I don't know anything about guns.
I know a bit.
I could tell you the difference between a pistol and a shotgun.
That's good. That's a good start.
That's about it. Fossil, petrified wood, gemstone, turquoise. I
Yeah,
mean, New
go ahead.
Mexico.
Has the market cornered, I think.
Yeah, but I'll allow it.
There's
I'll
a
allow it.
spillover,
Yeah,
certainly.
for sure. Mineral, file agate. Motto, God and riches. Rock, petrified wood. Can't be your rock and
What?
your fossil.
Pick one, yeah.
Come on. Ship, USS Arizona.
Oh, you don't say.
Slogan, the Grand Canyon State. That's not a slogan.
The Grand Canyon State.
That's not a slogan. That's
Hey, you know my motto. Grand Canyon State. Okay.
Here at Starbucks, our mission statement is the Grand Canyon
Yeah,
State.
right. Also, like, how much of a slam dunk is it to have the USS Arizona as your ship? Like, no other state has an official ship because they weren't a famous ship. Like, official state band, the Beatles. Like, yeah, I would take that too if they were from my state.
The state soil, Casa Grande. Song, Arizona March Song, Arizona. Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Sure, why not?
All right. Arizona, Navajo, Huzdo, Hahudzo.
Okay.
And Odom, it's Ali Sonak. Assuming
I don't know what Odom is.
Me neither. Is a state in the southwestern region of the United States. It's also part of the western United States and part of the Mountain West states. It's the 6th largest and 15th most populous of the 50 states. Its capital and largest city is Phoenix. It's one of the 4 corner states.
Oh, look at me. I'm stupid.
It has borders with New Mexico, Utah, Nevada, California, and Mexico.
Okay.
And 1 point in common with the southwestern corner of Colorado.
This is stupid. This
is
really dumb.
Sucks. Arizona's border with Mexico is 389 miles, and god damn it, if we don't build a wall, I don't know what I'll do. On the northern border of the Mexico states of Sonora and Baja California.
Oh, where Mountain Dew's made.
Just Baja Blast.
Oh, okay. In Sonora.
Yeah. Arizona is the 48th state and the last of the contiguous states. That's neat. That's
neat.
A
little bookend.
Yeah, to be admitted to the Union. So we've gone from Delaware to Arizona.
Yeah.
All we need.
I can't really think of any poetic thing to say about that, but yeah. From D to A. That's not. I'll take that.
The USD of A. Achieving statehood on February 14th, 1912. It was previously part of the territory Alto California in New Spain, before being passed down to independent Mexico and later ceded to the United States after the Mexican-American War, which I learned basically nothing about in school.
No, me either. I know. I learned about the Alamo, sort of.
I know that it has no basement.
Apparently, why is that a thing?
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh, okay, sure.
He goes to a psychic. The psychic says his bike is in the basement of the Alamo. He goes to the Alamo. He's like, when are we going to see the basement? And the woman starts losing her shit. And she's like, there's no basement at the Alamo. And the whole tour group is like cracking up because he's such a fucking baby idiot. I love that movie.
I've never seen it, actually.
Oh my God, it's so fucking funny.
I've heard nothing but good things these last 30 years.
Fuck. It's good. Tim Burton directed it too. So you know it's spooky ooky.
Is it?
Nah, no, but there are definitely a few Tim Burton-y things that happen.
That's
in
fun.
It. Yeah. Oh man. I mean, I don't want to.
Yeah, don't spoil it. I will see it.
Oh, that's so good. The southernmost portion of the state was acquired in 1853 through the Gadsden Purchase.
Not familiar.
Me neither. Southern Arizona is known for its desert climate with very hot summers and mild winters. Northern Arizona features forests of pine, Douglas fir, and spruce tree, the Colorado Plateau, and some mountain ranges such as the San Francisco Mountains, as well as large, deep canyons with much more moderate summer temperatures and significant winter snowfalls. There are ski resorts in the areas of Flagstaff, Alpine, and Tucson. Tucson's another place I've heard of. In addition to Grand Canyon National Park, there are several national forests, national parks, and national monuments. About 1/4 of the state is made up of Indian reservation. Holy shit.
That's quite a lot. 1/4 of the state?
That's a lot more than I expected.
Yeah. Like, because I expect 0.
Right, yeah. I mean, I in my head, Indian reservations are like a neighborhood.
Yeah, right.
That's a quarter. I wonder if it can't be like
one whole chunk.
Yeah, it's probably a bunch of neighborhoods scattered.
You're right. That's not as cool anymore.
No,
I mean, it's cool that there's like that much, but yeah, it's not as.
Yeah, I mean, they had a whole country, and now they have 1/4 of a state. Yeah. So why are they complaining?
I feel like if you actually gave them like one big mass, eventually all of Arizona would become like an Indian reservation.
Just slowly, like
it'll creep.
I mean, there's no way to know, but I feel like the answer is probably that they divided up like that so that it wouldn't.
That's probably true. Yeah,
it's crazy. Oh no, we'll give you land here, and then your cousin will live over here.
Right, exactly.
And you can't talk to them. When I think of Arizona, I'll tell you what I think about. I think about weird people living in homes made of like old beer bottles, like recycled beer bottles, like dome homes made of clay and beer bottles.
Okay.
And
like an igloo, but of beer bottles.
Yeah. And they have in their homes they have like crystals
Sure.
Like spiritual crystals, and
I picture dream catchers.
Sure. I mean, I'm sure they've got loads of dream catchers too.
They're all part and parcel of this,
and they're all waiting to be abducted by aliens.
Oh, in my head, they're all waiting, like outside of like a medicine man's hut, like to go inside and like be like, like breathe in all the smoke and pass out and have visions. And,
I mean,
that's
it's all this. That same dude is doing all of this shit.
But then, like the other 90% of the population is just all old people from like New York or whatever that are just hateful, terrible people.
Do you think that's part of the reason why the state's so awful, because it's so many retirees?
Yes, absolutely. That's
I didn't even think about that,
yeah,
but it's
exactly
like
why.
Shitty old people.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's basically why Florida is bad. I mean, like that's part of it. It's like a third of it.
I feel like there are a lot of just bad people in Florida too.
Yeah, I just really like the correlation that there's a lot of retirees in Arizona and Florida, so that must be why they're bad.
Or but there are a lot of shitty people in Florida who are very young.
Yep, for sure.
Whole state full of them.
It really is no good. Yeah.
I saw this video of this young woman describing her alien abduction experiences.
Okay.
And it is absolutely
real.
She's so like calm and level-headed, and the way she's talking makes it not sound like the words that she's saying are insane. But it's obviously the craziest. But just the way she's talking is so like, if I thought maybe I had been abducted and I was like, oh, that's crazy, and I'm just not sure what happened, and then I watched that video, I'd be like, fuck, I think I got abducted. She's not trying to persuade anyone. She's just talking about her experiences, and it's just so like, I just trust her.
What I want to know is what is wrong with her to make her think that? Is she a compulsive liar? Is she just like insane?
I think most people.
Did she get abducted by aliens?
I think most people that say they got abducted by aliens got abducted by aliens. No.
Dude, you actually. I was like, explain yourself right now, dude.
Oh my god.
You said that so straight faced.
That's what it's like watching her videos. Yeah. You got.
You fully got me. Like no trace of.
That's amazing.
That's how much I was like.
You're like, you know me pretty well.
Yeah.
But not well enough.
That I didn't know you were joking.
No, I think
because I know like you much more than me want to assume that these things happen. But I don't believe anybody because they're all humans and all garbage.
I'm definitely more interested in the idea of spooky skeletons and ghouls.
Yeah, that's
than alien abductions. Yeah. I think aliens are neat, and I went to my alien phase was slightly before my frog phase. Do you think like little boys are still getting into aliens and frogs, or do you think it was like of the time? Like, can I go to the back to school section come September,
sure,
and see
find like
a folder with an alien on it?
Probably not that. I don't know. Yeah, how does that stuff happen? I just have no idea.
Yeah, because kids can't really set trends,
No, so it's the company setting them for the kids.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Dan, aliens are going to be big this year.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Maybe there was some alien thing happening? I mean, the X-Files was on TV at the time.
Yeah, maybe that had a lot to do with it.
So aliens were in the zeitgeist.
Well, explain Lisa Frank. It was like all like Rambos and dolphins and golden retriever puppies.
That's different to me than aliens, because Lisa Frank is one specific thing, and it was 90s colors. Everything was like bright and crazy.
Very much.
And girls like animals. So it was
I still had Lisa Frank stuff.
That's fine. I didn't. I had alien and frog
aliens
stuff.
and frogs. Yeah.
But so I think Lisa Frank makes more sense because it's just sort of.
It's things that are appealing generally.
That being said, I feel like the girl equivalent of frogs was horses or dolphins.
Well, certainly girls liked those things. I don't know that the male equivalent was frogs.
I feel like a lot of young boys were like into frogs and lizards.
Yeah, well, we're also from Florida, so I don't know if that colors things.
Well, maybe that's why girls were into horses
because we're in Florida. And there's I don't know. Yeah, are girls into horse? I feel like that's a pretty common trope, though. Like. Girls wanting, like,
a pony.
Yeah, like when they're like 7 or whatever.
And boys wanting an alien.
Yeah. Yeah, boys hunting aliens.
So anyway, I think most people that think they got abducted by aliens actually think they got abducted by aliens. I don't think that. I'm sure there's some people who are shysters and trying to steal money from people, and who wouldn't? But I think most people don't know how to interpret things that happen to them.
So like maybe they had like a seizure for the first time and don't realize that.
Or sleep paralysis. Like I'm
Yeah,
sure
like, a demon.
over 100% of alien abductions are sleep paralysis.
Over 100%. Yeah, sure.
I mean, if you hear anyone talk about
They're like,
an
okay,
alien abduction, it's like that's a thing that we know exactly what it
It's
is,
just sleep paralysis.
and you just don't. You didn't know about it. You in your head thought it was alien abduction. Now when someone tells you what it is, you keep thinking back on it and making it crazier and crazier in your head.
Right.
And then when someone tells you that's sleep paralysis, you're like, no, it was nothing like that. I was there. I know.
Right. Yeah. You just exaggerate in your head. And
Yeah.
That's so.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Did I ever tell you when I got abducted?
No.
No. Save it for next episode.
Smell you later. 2.5 weeks until Star Wars, which is like,
Wow.
I mean, that's
Crazy. Yeah, 17 days.
That's it's unreal. It's unreal.
It's crazy, man. What a world.
And you know, I might just pull through. You know,
You might.
This has been a Peaches and Hot Sauce presentation.
Peaches. Hot sauce. 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 Your peaches.